80 crews entered the event organised by the Koepel Club, and in a break with tradition, the prologue, to determine starting positions for Saturday's main event, would be run entirely on the site and comprise one lap of the 6-kilometre short course off-road circuit. Weather conditions were overcast and cold, but there had been no rain in the area for some time, and the route was expected to be dusty. Missing from the lineup would be Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordan, whose Nissan had been shipped to Nissan de Sud in France for use in Dakar 2004. Carnival City Casino General Manager Rod Walker has been involved in off-road racing since the late 1970s and has hosted many events at casino sites that he has managed. He also competed in a special vehicle for many years and would navigate for Richard Carolyn in the Jeep during the prologue and on the first lap of the main race.
We think off-road racing is a really nice spectator sort of thing to do. There's nothing directly beneficial from this, but what happens is it creates interest and activity here in the East Rand and at Brakpan. The other motivation is that I think it adds value to the whole off-road racing scene, because we can do it here in a highly spectator-friendly centre. You know, the track that we have on the complex is in itself very good, and then the spectator points around the route are absolutely superb. So I think it adds value to the whole scene overall. And then me competing, well, that's your fault, as you very well know. But I'm quite happy to get back into one of the seats in a car. It's been a long time. I've got to navigate, and I've got to follow all these funny arrows, but I'm sure we'll figure it out before the end of the race.
The high-speed 6-kilometre prologue course included some rough sections and jumps that would catch more than one crew unawares. Reigning production vehicle champions Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith were determined to win their first prologue and have the privilege of starting at the head of the field on Saturday. With conditions expected to be dusty, it would be a distinct advantage to run at the head of the field, but it almost ended in disaster for the Nissan crew.
I watched Hannes. He went off first in the prologue, and I saw him coming over the first bump, and he went really high, and I thought, that's a huge jump. I'm going to have to be really careful there. And then he didn't seem to have too much of a problem with the second one, so I thought I must take it easy on the first one, but then I can go full blast for the second one, but maybe it was the wrong decision. Because I think I hit it at the wrong angle and it caught me and it tipped the car up a little bit.
Grobler revelled in the conditions with his rally driving skills coming to the fore, but nothing could have prepared him for what was to come. A rather unsettling moment for the newly crowned champions. They posted a time 1 second slower than their teammates, and here's a slow-mo view of the action.
My glasses came off.
Where do we go? Here.
No.
Gary Berthold and Brandon Harkes posted the same time as Grobler and Leek and were the fastest qualifiers in the special vehicle category. The Bat Racing pair had won 2 events this season and qualified on pole last time out. Toyota Dealer 400 winner Mark Corbett and Jason Brouwer were 4th fastest in the Audi V8-powered Century Property Development Bat. Brothers Lawrence and Gerard du Plessis from Wolmerandstad were 5th in the Porsche-powered Mobile Jim Cobe. They are a formidable pair and won 4 events in 2002 compared to this year, where Gerard has only managed 2 finishes in a season fraught with engine and gearbox problems. Class A championship leaders Gerald Mandel and Billy Bond were joint 6th in the Nissan Sugarbelt 400 winning Prolong Bat. After a strong start to the season, the KwaZulu-Natal pair struggled with gearbox and related problems, which were now hopefully a thing of the past. KwaZulu-Natal-based Clint Gibson and Mike Brown were in top form in the Presidium Financial Services bat, in which Gibson finished second by only 49 seconds on the Toyota Dealer 400. The pair also has 3 successive Class B wins to their credit this season. They were joint 6th fastest, and the scene was set for a battle royal on Saturday. Toyota 1000 winners John Ware-Smith and Jeff Minnett were 8th fastest in the O'Hagan's Kopanong Hotel Super Team Jimco. It has been a season the pair would rather forget. 7 starts and only 1 finish. The Jimco had the best suspension setup over the jumps. Neil Woolridge and Ken Schulthammer, winners of the inaugural Carnival City Casino 400 in 2001, which also happens to be the last time they won a race, were joint 9th with 3 other crews. 3 non-finishers in 7 starts have been cause for great concern for the Team Ford Racing squad, and they were hoping to redress the situation this time out. Reineke and Houghton last won a race at the start of the 2002 season and were hoping that the handling, durability and newfound pace of the Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser would be an effective counter for the all-conquering Nissans. After Voss and Grobler's low-flying experiences, crews adopted a somewhat cautious approach to the jumps. Veteran Nardus Albert surprised everyone with his form when he came out of a 3-year retirement at the Sun City 400. Driving the ex-Greg Dowse Toyota 1000 winning Rapsa Raceco, he and Colin Hunter were immediately on the pace and won Class S on the Toyota Dealer 400. They were the leading Class S qualifiers and would start 11th. Rob Gurney was the leading Class B qualifier in the Auto World JRE and one of 5 teams who posted the same time. He would be followed at 30-second intervals on Saturday by Class B rivals Gareth Walk, Taylor and de Chalane and Francois Smith. Newcomers to Class D, Arnold Duplessis and George Baker in the BB Auto Nissan Hardbody out-qualified Alfie Cox and Henny de Steege in the Arnold Chats Cars Nissan Hardbody by 1 second and would start 19th. Cox missed the past 2 races due to international commitments to the KTM team. Recently crowned Class E champions Mark Grenier and Chris Birkin were on the pace in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. Their time of 5 minutes 23 seconds for the 6-kilometer course secured them the 21st starting position. Rivals Manfred Schroeder and Jack Peckham were a second slower in the Team Ford Racing Ranger and would start 24th. Class D contenders Marius van Vuren and Chris Maria in the Alberante Autospray Land Rover were one of 4 crews to complete the prologue in 5 minutes 24 seconds, but did so in a highly unorthodox manner. They were able to repair the damage overnight. Husband and wife, Niels and Zelda van der Walt, were on their way to posting a good time in the Class E Nissan Hardbody. They were one of 4 couples entered in the Carnival City Casino 400. Motorsport runs in the van der Walt family with brother Chart, a member of the Sassel Volkswagen rally team. This 2-wheeled incident almost cost him the race. Colin Matthews in the Industrial Hardware WPP provided one of the heart-stopping moments during the prologue. Crews would start at 30-second intervals with the results calculated on corrected time. Unlike other events where the position a crew holds on the road is their actual position in the race, the 30-second interval would be factored into the final result, which meant that someone running well down the field could actually be leading the race. Some rain overnight and conditions would not be as dusty as predicted for the first of the 300.